Hey yo,
Ew,
hey yo.
ew.
Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully, you had a great week. Better weekend to come. Thank you for joining us tonight. As you can see by the Dodger regalia, a I wouldn't really say bittersweet. Rough day for the Dodger fans here, Tyler and I. But I'm sure you've heard by now, the great Hall of Fame manager Tommy Lasorda passed away earlier today at the age of 93. Um, can't say he didn't have a very full life, but he had been hospitalized quite a bit here recently and discharged the other day, and then come to find out today he did pass away from a heart attack, unfortunately, early today. But just other than that, like I said, like uh, like Vince said, don't be sad that it's gone, just be happy that it happened, kind of thing. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
dude had a great life. One of the not even just all time Dodgers, I would just say like all time MLB, just baseball in general guys. I mean, rare to see someone that just loved baseball that much as that guy. But thank you guys for joining us. Hit us up in the comments. Hit us with your calls at the link. Um, Definitely the super wild card weekend. Uh, I guess it's kind of growing on me, but it just when I saw that they had put super on it, I was like, really, dude? Okay, whatever. But big NFL weekend as the playoffs start. College football championship game still on track for now. We'll
As far
see.
as we know. As
As
far as we
far as
know.
we know, allegedly. But
Yes.
Tyler, how are you doing on this Friday? What are you looking forward to this weekend?
Look, obviously, this weekend football game. I kind of like the way that they space the games out. We got three football games to occupy your full day, both Saturday and Sunday. I think like 10 o'clock, 1:30, and 5 o'clock start times.
Yeah.
Fucking like the way they schedule that. That's perfect. So definitely looking forward to that. Little FA Cup action. West Ham doesn't play until Monday, actually, and can't remember who they're playing. They're playing some National League team, so they'll probably lose because that's what West Ham does. And I don't even know if West Ham has a striker anymore since Haller's gone and
Without the
Antonio.
guaranteed 2 goals a game from Sebastian Hilaire. I mean,
That's right. Yes.
who knows what they're going to do now?
Yeah. But no, just looking forward to just watching football pretty much all day Saturday and Sunday. Ronnie, how are you doing today?
Doing well. It was a rare. I thought today was going to be crazy busy at the bank. It was pretty, actually not that bad. I mean, just from a traffic standpoint. But as
No
has
run-ins with
happened,
Randy Carlisle. No Carlisle run-ins.
yeah, no, unfortunately, I have not had a chance to make it right with Randy. Uh, but I will just, grovel. I will drop to my knees and beg for forgiveness next time if I ever see him again. But I feel like that was my one chance, and now he's just telling that story to all his friends, like this asshole,
Yep.
for the
Yep.
rest of my and his life. Uh, maybe Randy, just come back one time, just deposit a check or something.
Randy, come back.
I just want to make it up to you, man. But and obviously I know he's watching right now. Huge fan of the
Of
program.
course. Of
But
course.
just come in. We'll smooth everything out. It was a misunderstanding. I wasn't thinking it was you, but it was very much you. But no, it's pretty relaxed, especially for a Friday, the first week of the month. And then just kind of the gut punch of the Tommy Lasorda news. Like I said, it's not like this he was taken too soon or anything like that, but it does suck for just one of the ultimate Dodgers of all time,
Yep.
possibly the ultimate Dodger. You would have to say. I mean,
Definitely. Yeah.
just his love affair with everything surrounding the Dodgers is beyond anything like probably anyone I know on any of my team. I mean, Al Davis, but he was the owner of the Raiders, so like kind of
Right.
his whole
Yeah.
life. It's a little different. But yeah, Tommy is just that dude. Like he was just Dodgers 100%. But like I said, even more so, just baseball 100%. I mean, I know we've got a couple clips that we're going to play for you guys here in a little bit. A lot of sports talk, especially here in Southern California, like regionally, but just nationally. A lot of great stories coming out about Tommy or people's connections with him. And you seem like a pretty definitely a red ass, as a manager, which we will get into.
That's an understatement. Yes.
But in his retirement. Very gracious guy, always willing to just sign an autograph for a kid. Even when his later years, he was still going out to the games, not getting around so well. I had people kind of helping him out, but people are always coming up to him, asking him for autographs or just talking to him, and it seemed like he was always just give you the time of day. Just kind of that guy. Probably what made him so good as a manager. I mean, from a X's and O's standpoint, I know it's not really a baseball term, not exactly like some kind of next level genius, just more of like a guy that could really hold a room sort of thing. Like, just sort of give you that, maybe you would say like a sense of intimacy, like just sort of grab your attention and sort of like get a team galvanized together. I mean, more of like I don't want to say like a cheerleader kind of guy, but more just like a fighting spirit kind of guy. Just light enough fire under someone's ass to get them going. And I mean, you look at 88. That's the Baron. I'm sure is watching. He still swears had no business, and they probably didn't, beating the super powered A's. But that was just kind of like the Tommy Lasorda style team that would win. Like, they have no business winning this, and they win.
Yeah, no, there's a great quote that I guess I'll just say that's the word to talk about 88. It was a quote he said, it was years after that World Series where he basically said, like, if you look at that team, like, we shouldn't have won. He had a great quote saying, we had Danny Heap on the team who was, so slow playing the outfield. His quote was, I told Danny Heap one time he's so goddamn slow. If he got in a race with a pregnant woman, he finished third, which, again, we'll get more into Tommy Lasorda lines shortly here, but just always good for a quote, that guy.
Just a couple. I want to hit the comments. Thank you guys, and keep them coming throughout the show. Jaime, always in early for the tailgate. Shout out, Jaime. Good to see you in the mix here, and also thank you for shouting out my royalty-free, so we don't get sued. Theme music that I chose.
It's the best kind of theme.
Justin on deck right here. Suck at 2021. R.I.P. Tommy Lasorda. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be, statistically speaking, knock on this, but it's not wood, so it's not going to be as bad as 2020. I'm just going to say that right now. Put my
3 misfortunes, sure. 6, there's an outside chance, but 9 misfortunes.
Well, I'd like to see that. Smash cut to 9 separate misfortunes. But yes. Nick chiming in. Thank you, Nick, for tuning in. R.I.P. Tommy Lasorda. Of course. Justin giving a shout out. This is an intra-comment shout out. Jaime is the man. I agree. That's it. That's the comment. Shout out for holding down that YouTube, bro. Hey, our number 1 follower on YouTube, Jaime.
That's right. Appreciate it.
Also, we mentioned, I believe, either this episode or probably Mondays, depending on the breaks, will put us over that 20,000 mark. So cool. Like, I definitely want to go over 20,000. We'll celebrate that with you guys on the show. But I'm putting out a new challenge, and that is let's get over 10 views on a YouTube episode. Because I don't think we've ever, crossed that threshold yet.
I don't think we've crossed 5.
There's one in there that was 10. I didn't think we got over 5.
Oh, wow.
But I was going back doing the numbers. I was like, man, we did hit double digits once. I mean, technically, right on the line. We 10 is double digits. But let's see if we can break that record.
I think it's Jaime and my parents, and that's it for YouTube. Like,
hey, so it's on you guys then.
That's right.
Refresh the page. I don't know. Clear your cookies, whatever, and then refresh it again. I don't care how you do it, but I'd like to see that number go over 10. Okay. I know most of our views are here on TQN on Facebook, Twitter. Shout out to everyone watching wherever you're watching, or even shout out to the late viewers that can't tune in live. But let's get that YouTube. Let's get one over 10. It would make me feel good. More comments here.
There is.
Here comes the Baron. Yeah, I mean, the Dodgers, they lose a lot of playoff games. It's good that they're in the playoffs. They've lost the most World Series of any team. And they probably should have lost to the Mets in that NLCS. But that's just kind of like, it seems like when it's most stacked against them, those were the Tommy teams that just pulled it out somehow. A couple more comments. What happened to Justin? Glad you're back, Ronnie. Though it was a misunderstanding. We worked it out. Also, not going to get into the details, but Justin's salary was a little too high. So from an economic standpoint, I think it was just better for the network. Whatever it takes, I'm back. We're all good.
There we go.
And Justin comments on that comment. I'm still alive, fortunately for the show. They brought back the professional host. I am a loyal contributor, and that's fine. LOL. But always on deck. If we got to go to the bullpen, or if I get fired again, stay.
He's right there, ready.
Stay on deck.
Yep.
Stay on deck. We got to 10 on Black Monday at one point, confirmed. No, this is. I mean, that number's total views though. So I know you were interim co-host. I'm breaking it down for you as someone that's been through the wars. You go back and look at the actual Twitter, Facebook, YouTube views. YouTube, we got to get that over 10. We got to get over 10. We got Amanda chiming in, clapping back at Justin. Please tell Justin Dallas sucks. I mean, he's not going to just take that laying down, but I think at this point he's probably not really going to fight back too hard just because of the way that season ended. And then Jaime again to Justin. Justin, you're a badass. Which
we know Justin is happy that Dallas did fire their defensive coordinator today, although they did also fire a D-line coach, which he wasn't as happy about. So
we'll see what happens. Mike Nolan just got to put that suit back on. I got to have you put that suit back on. I feel like that was all your power right there. And that's where it went.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, NFC East chat is blowing up right now. No, Amanda, the Eagles suck. That's why I said hashtag suck at Eagles. All right, let's be civilized. Let's be civilized here. Can we just have, gentlemen, a little decorum, please?
There's no fighting in the war room.
I believe that's what Mean Gene would say. Gentlemen, please, a little decorum. All right, we'll get back into the football comments because the comment section's blowing up with feuds here, and I do want to touch on it. Thank you guys for watching and commenting, but I don't want to get totally sidetracked here. So just a couple things off the top. One thing, this is more like a show news item. We mentioned on the last episode, Cease has, just probably, I don't know how many, reservation casinos outside of California, I've never been to one, let you do sports betting, but Cease has one. So we're working something out to maybe possibly bring Cease, the Greek Beastin, in as our bookie for the show. There could be some imaging, some graphics built up for this. Cease, balls in your court, buddy. I know you're cruising back by there on Tuesday. We want to get some action. Like, just hook it up. We will pay you. But if that does come to fruition, Cease, Arkansas Slim, Beastin will be the official Quarantine Kings bookie. So we are working that out with his people. But still, not very optimistic in the Nickelodeon game. But
that's okay.
Kind of want to see the bet come through. I mean, I'm not really a big Sean Payton. I told you guys before, it's the Saints. They've been good for a long time. They don't really the Bounty Gate thing. All right, whatever. But I feel like that goes on. They just got caught. Whatever. I hate his mouth. I hate his mouth. I hate his pursed up lips. I can't stand it. Breeze seems like a good dude. They seem like an interesting team. I love Kamara. If you got him in fantasy, it's always great. But Sean Payton's mouth does bother me. So I wish they wouldn't show him so much on the sideline with his weird pursed up lips. But hey, let's go Bears. I'm rooting for the Monsters of the Midway to rip off the upset there. One other side note with the MLB offseason right now, it seems like the Padres apparently have like unlimited money and they're just throwing it out there, going all in. Respect. I mean,
hey, I like it.
We're Dodger fans, but I've been close and around a Padres team in my previous job, and there's no football here. Sorry, Tyler, Charger fans, whatever.
Don't apologize to me. I don't live in San Diego.
I mean, it feels like they should still be here rather than just
to be a team
it would be nice just to have a, consistently kind of competitive team down here. I do sympathize with the fans here, sort of long suffering. They're a lot of troll. You know what? Social media is very skewed. So the Padres' social media presence is very annoying and unrealistic. But having been to the park for a lot of games, being around the actual like real Padre fans, and work with some Braden, Will, Thomas, etc., all former guests and fans of the program. uh, it would be nice to have some buzz around the one big league team here in the town. So I'm happy for them. But the Indians are going the complete opposite way, and they are just burning it down.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
so in the last 18 months, Lindor gone, Bauer gone, Clevenger gone to the Padres, Kluber gone, Carrasco gone. They
Golly.
are really slashing it big time. I don't know if they're trying to do an Astros slash kind of Padres thing. And I think Padres kind of did what the Astros did. Just don't pay anyone and just get all your good players under control and then trade all your prospects. And then you have all this money to spend on actual, go get Verlander, go get Darvish, like Machado, someone just put you over. Like, all right, we got enough of our own guys that don't make a lot of money right now. Now we can like splash the cash on some of these guys. But yeah, the Indians, I don't know, man. It seemed like they've been one of the most relevant teams probably in the last, 8 to 10 years. And they're just sort of burning it down right now.
Yeah, the weirdest thing to me, it's Lindor's been kind of on the trade block and trade rumors for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
It just the thing to me is like what they got back. They got Ahmed Rosario is probably the biggest name they got back. Whatever, decent, average major league shortstop, maybe. They got another shortstop, Andres Jimenez, who I think just made his debut this past season. Another relief or a right-handed pitcher, Josh Wolf, who played rookie ball last year, didn't play at all. Excuse me, played rookie ball in 2019, didn't play at all last year. And then outfielder Isaiah Green, who was the Mets' second-round draft pick, which I also did find it funny that the Mets are offloading some of Brody's recent draft picks now that he's gone. But it's just like, God, that's just a steal. Like, how is that? How is that what it takes to get an all-star shortstop and a really good pitcher? Carrasco had like 60 wins in a 4-year period.
Yeah.
He has bad leukemia, came back. He looked good last year. I think he only had like a 2.70 ERA last year. Like, he's still good. So it's just like, that's what it takes to get those two guys? Like, what the hell, man?
I mean, it's kind of just right place, right time. I know a lot of teams are uncertain about the revenue, how it's going to be next year because of the COVID situation. Are we going to have fans? Are we going to get gate money? This sort of thing, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, if you catch a team in the right place that they're just trying to sell off, and the Mets with the new ownership, they're trying to become relevant again. They cashed in on that, but you can see right there, as of right now, about $35 million would be their opening day payroll, which is insane. I mean, even the A's are kind of blushing at that. Shout out to the Baron.
There's individual players that will make more than that next year. Probably I'd say
several.
Probably like a good dozen players that'll be close to making that much next year alone.
Yeah.
And then this entire team, it's insane.
They are going super low. And I think
Indians, I'm sorry you have a Dolan brother as one of your owners.
As the article referenced there on The Athletic, how low can that payroll go? We will find out, I guess, because they are committed to slashing it all the way down. But speaking of those Mets, this is just a side note that Tyler brought up to me today, and I think it's excellent. One enterprising bettor out there. Again, I mean, any parlays, picks, prognostications, entertainment purposes only. I cannot endorse this man's decision, but I am kind of rooting for him.
Oh, yeah.
$5.75 to win. $506,580.75 if the Knicks win the championship, the Mets win the championship, and the Rangers. So that's all it takes. I mean, it's a 3-leg parlay. It's just 3 legs, right?
That's it, yeah.
It's only 3 legs, but God bless them. I mean, I don't have any personal stake in any of these teams winning. Obviously, it would mean that all my teams lost. But sometimes when it's just
Kind of
such
got
a
to root
long
for it.
shot, I just want to see it happen.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I mean, that's like a normal 3-leg parlay goes for, usually like 8-1, something like that. 8-1, maybe 10-1 in some places.
But this one, oh
this
no.
This one is going at 88,101 to 1 is the payout. So
what a gambler! What a gambler!
Look, I'm with you. I got no stake in the team. Although I will say I do like a couple of the Rangers' young players. But you know what? Yeah, screw it. I hope this guy wins. I hope Jason Smith here wins.
Obviously, it was Jason Smith, but I'm pulling for him. It might destroy you. This could be the end of the FanDuel Sportsbook. I don't even know, but you know what? A small price to pay to see this bet hit. If it bankrupts them, then so be it.
So be it. Yep.
And before we get into the Tommy Lasorda section, because the comments just went off with this NFC East banter, so we do have to dive back into it. Oh God, okay. Well, where do we leave off here? All right, Justin. Oh wait, okay, no, we had Knicks. We picked 10th, you picked 9th. We are better. I know it. Air quotes hurts. And then Jaime sticking up for the Cowboys too, America's team. Dallas doesn't suck; they're just miserably unlucky. Well, kind of make some of your own bad luck in some of those situations, but they are a little unlucky. I'll give you that. Justin, give me cease or give me death. I agree. And then this is where it took a slide. All right, this is where it got a little more vulgar, but we're sliding into the sort. Here we go. Anyway, like I said, with these Tommy clips, you've heard several of them on the radio today, but we got one for you that could not be played on any terrestrial radio, which we will dive into shortly. Amanda, someone's vagina is still hurt. Hashtag no playoffs for New York vaginas.
Jeez.
And NFC week. I mean, I think everyone can agree with that. I think everyone in that chat. Nick standing up for himself, rather be a giant than a hashtag quitter. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. And can we call them the Indians, or are we saying the Cleveland baseball team? I believe that would start after next season.
Still can. 2022 is when they changed the name.
For now. But yes, that is soon to change. But
for now,
as we mentioned
your
at the top of the show,
copy of Major League is not outdated.
Exactly. Tommy Lasorda, like I said, Dodger, just overall baseball. I mean, he's Hall of Famer, just MLB legend. Did pass away today, and there's several clips that I wanted to share with you guys. Actually, you know what? I'll save that one for the end. Vince Scully, also dealing with the passing of his wife, posted this on his Instagram today. I want to express my gratitude for all your kind messages about my beloved Sandy, his wife, and with the loss of my dear friend Tommy. It's been quite a lot to bear. Yeah, I mean, you would think someone that spent so much time around both of those people, especially his wife, obviously, but I mean, Tommy was employed by the Dodgers for like 65 years, 70 years, something like that, as a consultant, obviously as a manager, a player for them. So Vin is taking it hard, as you would expect, but hopefully, he will pull through that. There's a lot of grief going on right now just for him personally between those two. But a couple of the great clips. I mean, Tommy, I'm not 100% like old school baseball guy. As far as, I'm not 100% analytics guy either.
Sure, somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
Like you can see all these guys, I mean, it's got to be a balance somewhere. Like, I don't like seeing how every team has got 3 guys that can throw 100 miles an hour, but no one knows how to pitch. All this launch angle. I mean, yes, there's good and bad to it, but Tommy is old school as hell. And a couple of these clips, the first one, like I said, you probably heard this on the radio, talking about Kurt Bavacqua. And he went in. This is a legendary clip I want to share with you guys. And pay special attention to the second time he says the name Bavakwa, because he just really leans into that. You just listen for yourself, and we'll kind of touch up on this one after it plays.
Tell you what I think about it. I think that is very, very bad for that man to make an accusation like that. That is terrible. I have never, ever, since I've managed, ever told a pitcher to throw at anybody, nor will I ever. And if I ever did, I certainly wouldn't make him throw at a fucking 130 hitter like LaFay or fucking Bavakwa, who couldn't hit water if he fell out of a fucking boat. And I guarantee you this, when I pitched, and I was going to pitch against a fucking team that had guys on it like Bavakwa, I sent a fucking limousine to get the cocksucker to make sure he was in the motherfucking lineup, because I kicked that cocksucker's ass any fucking day in a week. He's a fucking motherfucking big mouth, I'll tell you that.
Bavakwa. Oh
my God.
I love it. And I think too, with a lot of these, I mean, first of all, there's just no managers left like that in baseball. Even just that one interview, and we've got a couple more clips here. Well, we got one especially spicy one coming up next. I feel like now, even just that one, it might get you fired. Like the social media,
100%.
The Dave Kingman one, I don't have. I'm sure you heard it today. That one's also a classic. But that one's more directed at the reporter that asked the question, which even the reporter in that clip goes, it was a bad question. Like, he probably, as soon as he said the words, he was like, oh no. Like, how do I just put these back in my mouth?
That's still a better question than some of the shit we got during the playoffs. People asking about, what do you think about Walker Buehler's pants? Come on, man. Come on.
Well, and, because everything's got to be a little more, you're sort of the face of the team, a little more corporate. Everything is immediately posted online, even by the teams themselves. These guys got to be a little more buttoned down now. But back in the day, guys like Tommy Lasorda could just let loose. And this is my personal favorite. That is recorded. The one I'm gonna play for you now is one of the strongest clips. And I don't even know how they got this.
Definitely not the strongest love song, that's for sure.
No, not at all. But there was some love in it. There was some care for Doug Rao in this clip. It's just, kind of vacillating between both love and hate, or just, points of ferocious rage. I wouldn't say hate, just like heated. During the 1977 World Series, and again, I do not know how this exists, but this is a real clip. Someone was mic'd up. Doug Rao gave up 3 straight hits. Tommy Lasorda had to go get him. They were down 2-1 in the series. It's like I can't really leave you out here right now. It's all hands on deck. We're trying to win this game no matter what. And fortunately for all of us, this was mic'd up somehow and just led to this incredible piece of audio that I'm going to play for you now that you would not have heard on any radio station that is still on the air as of now, because it would have been taken off the air. But let's just play it. This is Tommy Lasorda going out to get Doug Rao off the mound, stalling for time while the relief pitcher warms up.
Feel good, Tommy.
I don't give a shit you feel good. There's 4 motherfucking hits up there.
They all fucking hit the opposite way.
I don't give a fuck.
Tommy, you got a left-hander here. I can strike this motherfucker
I don't
out.
give a shit, Dougie. Well, I may be wrong, but that's my goddamn job. I'll make the fucking decisions here. I'll make the fucking decisions here, okay?
Like there were 3 runs on the fucking board yesterday.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Tommy,
Don't give me any shit, goddammit. I'll make the fucking decisions. Keep your fucking mouth shut. I told you.
It looks bad up here, man. Just back off the mound. You want to talk about it, talk about it.
You talk about it in my fucking office.
Then I wouldn't say
I'm
nothing.
just saying, talk about it inside. This is not the place to be talking about it. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. Just jump on me. Shit. Just trying to avoid a fucking scene out here, that's all.
That's right. It's fucking great for you to be standing out here talking to me like that.
I don't feel good. I wouldn't say
I don't
something.
give a shit, Doug. I'm the fucking manager of the fucking team. I got to make the fucking decisions. And I'll make them to the fucking best of my ability. It may be the fucking wrong decision, but I'll make it. Don't worry about it. I'll make the fucking decisions. I gave you a fucking chance to walk out here. I can't fuck around. We're down 2-1. If it was yesterday, it's a different fucking story. I don't give a shit. You got three left-hand hitters, and they all got fucking hits on you. Rivers, Jackson, and the fucking other guy. They all got left. They all hit. That guy that just hit the ball was a left-hander, wasn't he? I don't give a shit whether you jammed him or not. He didn't get out. I can't let you out there in a fucking game like this. I got a fucking job to do. What's the matter with you?
As he walks off the mat.
Get the polite applause.
Oh, there's so much to unpack in that. We got to get into the football, so I can't replay it again. But I love the "What's the matter with you?" Actually, this will be featured as a drop going forward because I really love the. It's fucking great for you to be out here talking to me like that.
It's fucking great for you to be standing out here talking to me like that.
Dude, that's old school. That's old school all the way. I mean, hey, down 2-1. I got to do what I got to do.
Gotta do it. Yeah. I just love just right off the bat. I feel fine. I don't give a shit. Just Tommy, so good. So good.
And then, like I said, he kind of even brings it back to like a sort of like a look, man, you can't get anyone out. Like I can't mess around. Look, Dougie, I'm talking to you. And of course, and as the parent points out, shout out to Davey Lopes. Blessed are the peacemakers. Hey, I'm just saying this is not the place. Coming in sounding kind of like Ray Romano-esque. Hey guys, it's not the place. We talk about it inside, huh?
The Terry Funk. Whoa, take it easy, man. Like he's got that role.
Hey man, take it easy. Whoa, man. But I didn't want to have just clips of just Tommy ranting, and there's millions of them. They're all great. Highly recommend. Go on YouTube, check them out. Also, I mean, this was, I believe, his last managerial gig, except for like maybe some honorary things at the All-Star game as a base coach or whatever.
Spring training 2008, when half the Dodgers went to play in Taiwan, he stayed back and managed them in Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and this dude just literally gave his entire adult life and career to the Dodgers. I mean, briefly, in the minor leagues, played for a couple teams, but beyond, and then he was a scout for the Dodgers, then he was a manager for the Dodgers, and then he just worked for them forever. And I don't even know for sure. He may have still been on the Dodgers payroll in some capacity.
I believe he was
today.
Some sort of an ambassador, yeah.
But he did manage the 2000 Olympic baseball team for Team USA that was like an underdog that won. They beat Cuba in the gold medal game. Really just sort of a bunch of some college guys, some minor leaguers went down there and actually won the Olympic gold medal in Sydney, Australia. And I've heard several retellings from him on this, that he cared more about this than any of the 2 World Series that he won. Just because, I think they played a clip on Petros and Money today where he was like, yeah, it was great winning the World Series, but even, Dodger fans are happy. I'm happy as anyone because I want the Dodgers to always win, but Giants fans are mad. Padre fans are mad. Fans of every other team that lost are mad, but winning for actual Team USA, it's a whole country thing. And he's a pretty patriotic dude. So, this was a clip. This was done by CNN a couple years ago. So I do want to play this just to give you an idea of how much that meant to him.
And I believe in the greatest country in the world. Then I wore the uniform. It said on it, USA. in the Olympics. And I took 24 guys, and I told them when I first met them, we're going to go to Australia, and we're going to bring that gold medal back to the United States, where it belongs, in baseball. Because baseball is a American game. It doesn't belong to the Italians. It doesn't belong to the Koreans. It doesn't belong to the Japanese. It belongs to the United States of America. And by golly, those youngsters played their hearts out. So we brought the gold medal. To see those young men play their hearts out, it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I didn't get a medal. Coaches don't get medals. But you know something? I got my medal when I saw him put the medal around my players. I got my medal when they stood up on that stand. I got my medal when they played our national anthem. I cried. I cried because I really felt that I had done something for my country. USA.
And there it is. I mean, love him or hate him, and it's a lot of people that hate him. You know, especially as when he was active as a manager. This dude, yeah, mascots hated him. San Diego Chicken hated him. He had some run-ins with the Fanatic in Philadelphia. I believe he got the Montreal Expos mascot ejected at one point.
UP or Upel, whatever that one's name is, yeah.
Yeah, some weird Expos kind of name.
Yeah,
I don't know. Whatever, we still beat you guys in the World Juniors. What up?
Woo!
Anyway, gotta sting. That's gotta sting. But yeah, dude, Tommy was just the dude. I mean, like I said, he definitely could rub you the wrong way, but just a guy that loved baseball. You know, very patriotic guy. But I think more than anything, he's just a baseball guy. You know, you hear people talk about like he's a baseball man. Like he was like the ultimate baseball man. Like that's the number one thing in his life that he cared about. Yeah. So it sucks, but like I said, you know, 93. He didn't really get cheated on that. No. It's just going to be tough, you know, in the short term here for Dodger fans. But definitely leaves a huge legacy behind.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you've already seen the tributes online. Like I saw the Dodgers, they put, you know, roses on the seat that you would always see him sit in. Every game he'd be out there, usually falling asleep by the fourth or fifth inning. But, you know, hey, he was in his 90s. You can do that. You've earned that. But, yeah, it'll definitely be sad not having him around, but definitely lots of memories.
Hey, are you saying he fell asleep during Dodger games?
No. It's fucking great for you to be standing out here talking to me like that.
Nah, dude, no.
But yeah, definitely. Again, you know, keep those memories alive, and you know, we'll miss you, Tommy.
Absolutely, 100%. And you know, we were talking about it before. As much, pretty much married to the Dodgers as anyone could ever be. Last game he saw, they won the World Series.
Exactly.
So, you know, probably the happiest experience he could have had at the last game he went to. And Tyler sent me this picture of him watching them celebrating the win.
I don't know.
I know we went a little long.
I don't know who that is that has the coat.
Oh, the jacket?
Yes.
Yes. Can we talk about the jacket? I feel like we should talk about the jacket.
Can we please go back to Damon Jones' coat, y'all?
Please go back to Damon Jones' coat. We saw the dunk 3 times. Please go back to Damon Jones' coat. Hey, man. Hey. I'm begging y'all. When they broke Charles by not going back to Damon Jones' ridiculous coat, a.k.a. the monster that Shaq created.
That's right. That's right.
Well, we do briefly, I mean, sorry, we ran a little long, but, you know, we had a good time, and then definitely wanted to get into some of these Tommy clips and things like that. But we do have Super Wild Card Weekend. Philly Cheesesteak Rivers going to play the Buffalo Bills. I mean, I think a little bit of the shine kind of came off Indianapolis, and also the Bills are peaking right now. Indianapolis is still a very good team, though. Their defense is excellent. It's going to be tough. a lot of people here in San Diego definitely pulling for them because of the Rivers connection. But and I think if they win, the Chiefs play the lowest remaining seed, right? So your prize is playing the Chiefs.
That's correct.
Am I wrong
yes.
on that?
No, you're right. They'd be playing the Chiefs.
So definitely a tough way in there. They're plus 250 on the money line right now. So 6.5. Maybe I could see some action there, but I still like the Bills at home in this game, and they're only going to have like 5,000 fans, but 5,000 Bills Mafia psychos in there.
Mm-hmm.
Rams at Seattle, dude. This is like, I feel like 20-13, like first one to 20 wins, maybe.
That's too like common of a score. I'm thinking like 19-11.
Yeah,
like,
but this is not going to be like a shootout by any means.
No. I've kind of gone back and forth on this one, like just because Seattle the last half of the year hasn't played well, but at the same time, I kind of trust that Russ will come through when it matters most. Gun in my head, I'd probably take Seattle in this one, but I don't know if I'd take a -3. I might take them I might take the Rams to cover, but I think Seattle's going to win the game.
And I'm firmly also in that camp of like, I just won't bet it if I can't bet the over. The whole like life's too short to bet the under. But in this game, I might take the under 42.5 because I think it's just going to be like a bloodbath where no points are scored, and who knows who's going to play quarterback for the Rams at this point. We still don't know. The Seahawks defense had this weird resurgence like over the last month and a half.
But then the offense
where they went from like statistically the worst defense ever to like number 2 or 3 in the league all of a sudden over that time. But yeah, this is just going to be a weird low scoring game. I feel like, prove me wrong. And my game of the week is the football team at Tampa Bay. Can we just put a stop to this Brady madness, please? I don't believe that it's going to happen. But, -8, dude. Wait. No. That can't be right. What am I seeing here?
Yeah, you're reading it right.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa's -8, yeah.
Dude, -8 seems a little generous, but, Vegas usually hits on these. Yes, they have that allegedly super high-powered offense, but I don't know. That Washington defensive line is no joke.
Yeah, I think I love Washington's defensive line. I would love Washington to win this. The problem is, yes, Washington's D-line is great. Tampa Bay's offense can be great, but Washington's offense cannot score. I think that's going to be the big
It is
step
pretty bad.
Tampa's got a streaky defense where they could be really good or really bad.
Miserable.
I think they're going to be good. I actually kind of like Tampa.
Yeah, they got some home red hitters too. They can get turnovers. You might get a defensive touchdown out of some of those guys, several of those guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still hoping for at least a Washington cover. Let's say that, but probably going to be Tampa's to win this game. Real quick, we only got a couple minutes here, but I do want to bring into the program on the. I don't have it. What? Here we go. Corey's Market Liquor. We do check IDs at Corey's Market Liquor Celebrity Hotline. Bringing in no ID just into the program. Our NFC East insider. I don't know how you feel about football team in that Tampa game.
Chase Young wants all the smoke, bro.
He does want it. That guy is a beast. I'm not going to lie. That whole defensive line, that unit is pretty stacked. But that's pretty much all they got. So I don't know how you're going to score points.
When you just stockpile 5 first-round draft picks and put them on your D-line, that tends to make up for a good D-line. Even if only 3 of those 5 are any good, you're still going to be pretty good. So they've devoted a lot of attention to their D-line over the last few years, and it's finally paying dividends. It's not coincidental, I think, that Chase Young was kind of the catalyst to kind of really push that D-line over the edge. That guy's amazing. He's definitely a generational talent. As good as he is and as great as he's probably going to be, why, dude? Why do you want to give 12 any extra motivation whatsoever? It makes 0 sense to me. So that's football team doing football team things, though. So I agree with you guys. I heard what you guys were saying.
God, it would be so satisfying if he has like 3 sacks and a touchdown, though.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, he'll have 3 sacks and a touchdown, and they'll lose by 24 because they can't score any points. It's just
well, I'm just saying from the stamp. I mean, like you would think on a normal team, like man, dude, defensive end had 3 sacks and a touchdown. Like we got to be winning that game. For football team, I don't know if that's the case. But as far as him coming out, throwing the gauntlet down, that would be kind of sick to me to just be like, dude, he backed it up. Like he couldn't have given anything more than that.
And I'm sure that's what you want from competitors, you know what I mean? But I just feel like, again, Tom Brady's like a very rare athlete, and I feel like he is one of those guys that will get any extra motivation he can. And even
he is a salty bastard, that Tom Brady.
Dude, even if Chase Young had come out, I mean, Tom Brady's like, I've seen Tom Brady smile, but he's borderline Saban, you know what I mean? Like he's just mad all the time. You've married a supermodel and you're the greatest quarterback of all time and you're still mad. But I don't know, man. I just don't understand why you would want to give that guy extra motivation. And 8 does seem like a substantial amount, but again, like just to echo what Tyler was just saying a moment ago, I just can't see that offense. I don't care who's quarterbacking. I just don't see that offense generating enough points to hang with Tampa, So it's
gonna be tough.
It is. And Gibson's good.
Real quick,
and Scary Terry's good.
Running over time. I want to Scary Terry. Do you want to throw up just the Sunday games before we get out of here? Baltimore, Tennessee. I love this one. Rematch of the last year's playoff. Was it last year or the year before?
Last year.
Love to see that. For whatever reason, dude. Like Derrick Henry back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons, and he's still like I saw something today where he's like looking to be the first 2,000-yard rusher to get out of wild card rounds. It's like Terrell Davis or something like that. Yeah. Like just crazy. Chicago at New Orleans, aka the Nickelodeon game. Which Sean Payton did agree to be slimed for. I don't even know why. I guess Viacom is the reason why this is going to be on Nickelodeon. But I'm into it. It's the Kids' Choice Wild Card Weekend game of the week, and then you have Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Hoping like hell Cleveland could just beat the Steelers. Anyone beat the Steelers. Like that's all I care about. But you saw Juju already. You know what? Didn't you learn your lesson about dancing on the logo? I think they're still the Browns team I play every year. I think they're nameless gray faces. They have a couple good players on their team, but at the end of the day, Browns is the Browns. I mean, there is something to be said for that, but how can you not want this guy to just sort of get punched in the mouth a little bit, right?
I didn't even think his comment was that bad, but I do see how people are running with it, Like, I get it.
It's not even that bad because the Browns are the Browns. I mean, they barely got it. They almost messed that up.
In terms of the nameless gray faces, I didn't feel like the nameless gray faces was meant as like a slight. I just think, that was more if he would have worded it better, I think it would have came over a lot smoother. But then it wouldn't be a headline by SportsCenter on Twitter either. So, it's if he would have just came out and said, it doesn't matter who we're playing out there, the names are irrelevant to me, I don't care who I'm lining up against. Come out and say something like that. But yeah, he comes off a little douchey, and that hurts. You got that USC education, man. You should be better than that, bro.
Well, I feel exactly. You got every bit of that USC education, but the nameless gray faces thing, I don't really take any issue with that. I don't really take issue with the whole quote. I mean, he's just kind of like an out there guy. Like I like someone that actually will give you some kind of interesting quote. I don't think it's super like inflammatory. And the gray faces thing, I kind of feel like if you're playing an NFL game, kind of everyone would be like it's so fast, dude. Like unless the person covering you, like, are you really going to spend a lot of time just like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so. And no, dude, you're just trying not to get killed and try to score somehow.
Yep, I hear you on that one.
But we are about 4 minutes over time. I apologize.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm getting the hell out of here. Keep that fire.
Thank you.
Justin.
Thank you, Justin. We will in touch. And thank you all for joining us. R.I.P. to Tommy. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Wild Card weekend. Be safe out there. We will get back with you on Monday. Tyler, anything else before we get out of here?
No, everybody, just thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back Monday talking about the playoffs and I know we didn't even touch on the college football, but that'll actually be going on while we're on air probably. Yeah, we'll talk about that on Monday, guys. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. You guys know the drill. Keep the fire.
Keep the fire.